If you have been accused of a sex crime, you will most likely be found guilty. This is a fact, not a scare tactic. Federal statistics indicate that 98.5% of defendants in sex crime cases in California are convicted or accept a plea bargain. Of those, we believe 60 to 65% are actually innocent. One of the reasons for this is that the federal government, through the Mondale Act, provides hundreds of millions of dollars to local district attorneys' offices to set up special prosecution teams to prosecute people accused of sex crimes. But the federal government does not provide one thin dime for the defense. Once you're accused of a sex crime or serious abuse, your reputation in the community, your reputation in your church, mosque, or temple, and not even the fact that you have no criminal record will stop the district attorney from prosecuting you. The foundation of who you are as a person means nothing to the district attorney in deciding whether to criminally charge you. The sole word of a child has more power at this stage than the entire fabric of your life up to this time. It is normal for you to be in a state of denial, considering the seriousness of your situation. Sex crimes are considered almost as serious as murder by the court and are vigorously prosecuted by the district attorney. That is why people who are convicted, rightfully or wrongfully, can receive longer sentences than convicted murderers. There is only one thing worse than being falsely accused of a sex crime, and that is being falsely convicted of a sex crime. You must understand what you face if you hope to prove your innocence. And that is what we want to give you now, hope. It is possible to overcome the prosecution's vast advantage in money, manpower, and training. It is possible to prove your innocence, and it is possible to afford the most aggressive team of specialists to defend you. The Innocence Legal Team was founded to overcome the advantages that the prosecution has in money, manpower, and specialty training. The first step was to combine attorneys that are specialists in the field with investigators that are specialists in the field, with nationally acclaimed expert witnesses that are specialists in the field, into a team of experts devoted solely to this one area of law. The second step in overcoming the advantages the prosecution has in money, manpower, and training is to coordinate and enhance the power of our team through the smart use of technology. How does this help you directly? All of the video recordings, audio recordings, pictures, and documents in your case are digitized into the computer. Within the limits set by law, you get to share in the files to assist you in learning the case and assisting the attorneys with the facts of the case. Another advantage to you is the ability to attend strategy meetings with the members of your team. This can be done face-to-face or with video conferencing. If we have an out-of-state expert witness, an investigator in the field, the attorney is at the office, and you're on a business trip, no problem. The strategy meeting can go on as scheduled with the use of desktops, laptops, a tablet, or even a smart cell phone. The Innocence Legal Team makes its services affordable and available to people throughout California. How does technology help the members of your team? The Innocence Legal Team uses technology to coordinate and enhance the power of its specialists. The team members can move encrypted files seamlessly and quickly between team members, investigators, and expert witnesses. Documents can be worked on in collaboration with other team members who are not in the office. The members of the team can therefore coordinate their special talents into a team effort on your behalf. Each member of your team has your entire file with him or her at all times. No longer are we hauling 8 banker boxes into a courtroom for trial. Technology also allows us to share assets seamlessly, such as medical research, psychological research, legal motions, data banks on our experts, data banks on the prosecution experts, and graphics used in closing argument, and many other forms of assets. The members of the Innocence Legal Team give of their time and work product to help all defense attorneys in California to be more skilled in the defense of sex cases. This starts with placing training videos for attorneys on our webpage to supplement the live training sessions before audiences of defense attorneys. The in-house training of members of the Innocence legal team is ongoing. Because members are at different locations in the state of California, the use of webinars keeps all of our members on the cutting edge in legal knowledge, medical knowledge, psychological knowledge, and investigative knowledge in the field of sex crime defense. In conclusion, through the use of attorneys, investigators, and experts that are specialists in the field of sex crime defense, combined with the smart use of technology, we are able to overcome the advantages that the prosecution has in money, manpower, and training. The Innocence legal team can level the playing field and ensure you a fair trial. There is hope. We invite you to watch a few more minutes so that you can meet our experts and see how they work as a team for our clients. Or if you prefer to contact us now, please call. Our attorneys, investigators, and expert witnesses work as a team in order to use the skills of many individuals to obtain the best results for our clients. We would like you to understand the role of each of the team members. The team leader is in charge of all people involved in your case. In the military, he would be called the tip of the spear. He is your advocate in the courtroom and the leader of your team. Our team leaders are all specialists in sex crimes and serious abuse cases. Each team leader handles only 6 cases at one time so that they can thoroughly prepare each case. Sex crimes are among the most serious of charges because public outrage has caused the legislature to pass severe sentencing laws, which is also why many sex offenders may spend more years in prison than convicted murderers. With the stakes so high, team leaders know that thorough preparation and skilled courtroom presentation is the client's only hope. All of the Innocence legal team leaders have tried a minimum of 60 jury trials before becoming a team leader and have devoted themselves exclusively to people falsely accused of sex crimes. The chief strategist acts as a coach and helps develop your defense strategy. Patrick Clancy is the Innocence legal team chief strategist. He is a State Bar of California certified specialist in criminal law. He has prepared case theories and strategies in over 500 sex crime cases and has personally handled over 200 of these cases. Each year, Mr. Clancy teaches several hundred attorneys the strategies to use in the defense of sex cases at statewide attorney conferences. While each case is different, they present patterns or signs that a specialist can recognize. Those patterns establish a theory for what happened and why, and that becomes the basis for developing this case strategy. The strategy is the plan and defensive moves to defeat the prosecution's attack. The theory will also guide your attorney, the team leader, in creating the plan for the defense. The investigator's method for interviewing people involved in the case. The choice of expert witnesses and what issues to address. The witnesses to call and not to call. The kinds of motions that will counter the district attorney's strategy. Your innocence is not enough to win the case. Without a clearly laid out strategic plan, the best of cases are lost. You do not want to be sent to prison, especially if you are innocent. Julie Schumer is the Innocence legal team chief appellate lawyer. She is a California State Bar certified appellate law specialist who handles the complex legal research in your case. Her job is to persuade the judge to accept into evidence all of the facts and circumstances that can prove your innocence. At the same time, her work can block the prosecutor's evidence by proving to the court that it is inadmissible by law. Ms. Schumer's work is directed by the team leader, and the motions she writes helps to support the theory and strategy of your case. You most likely will never meet her, but her work is critical to winning your case. Besides being a lawyer, Ms. Schumer is a Phi Beta Kappa English major from UCLA. Motion work and appellate work is about research and writing ability. The Innocence legal team is unique in using a certified appellate law specialist of Ms. Schumer's caliber at the trial court level for doing trial court motion work. You would usually not see a certified appellate law specialist at the trial level. They are normally only found at the Court of Appeals level. Ms. Schumer will be a member of your team. The Innocence Legal Team's chief investigator is Rodney Harmon, who is one of California's most experienced investigators of sex crimes. He oversees the collection of evidence in all of our clients' cases in order to prove their innocence. He works closely with both the team leader and the chief strategist. Mr. Harmon's job is to know what to look for and how to find it. His knowledge of human behavior makes him an effective interviewer, even when witnesses may be hostile or unwilling to cooperate. He knows how to uncover information that the police have missed or overlooked because he knows how their premature presumption of guilt can color perceptions of what is important. What Mr. Harmon finds will be the basis for a theory to explain your case and the foundation for laying out the strategy for your defense. Those are the facts and circumstances that the appellate law specialist must protect so that they can be presented at trial. William Daly is the Chief of Operations of the Innocence Legal Team. He will be your first contact with the firm. He is in his 4th decade of practicing criminal law and is dedicated to helping our clients quickly and efficiently. If you meet him in his office, ask him about the picture sitting on his desk of his father-in-law, also a lawyer, representing Muhammad Ali in front of the California Athletic Commission. But first, Mr. Daly will answer your questions, interview you, and when you are ready, Mr. Daly selects the team leader best suited for you. He also coordinates all the information pertinent to your case by maintaining our medical and psychological research databases, our legal motions database, and our expert witness database. Even after you have a team leader, he is available to help answer your questions. The Innocence Legal Team's head of scientific research plays a vital role in proving your innocence. She worked as a medical scientist in the beginning of her career. Later, she moved from the medical field to the mental health field and earned her master's degree from UC Berkeley. With several decades of research experience in both medicine and psychology, she advises the team leader and the chief strategist of the current research available to support the theory of your case. When and if your case goes to trial, she will arrange for the best and most appropriate expert witnesses to support the medical and psychological theories in your case. Most importantly, you are part of the team because your knowledge of the circumstances is indispensable for preparing your case for trial. That is one reason we encourage you to join us for team meetings, either face-to-face or by video conferencing. You are the person that controls your case. In the end, it is you that must make the critical decision of whether to accept the offer from the district attorney or take your case before a jury. Our job is to educate you about every aspect of your case so that you can make an informed decision. You must know the short and long-term consequences of accepting an offer made by the district attorney. You must know how your case will be tried, the theories that will be used, the experts that will be used, what witnesses will be called and what they will be allowed to testify about, and all other aspects of your trial, so that you can weigh your strengths and weaknesses and make an informed decision. Only after all the work is done preparing the case will you be in a position to make that informed decision. That is why we emphasize preparation, preparation, preparation. The next step is up to you. If you want to call us, please do. If you have been accused of a sex crime, you will most likely be found guilty. This is a fact, not a scare tactic. Federal statistics indicate that 98.5% of defendants in sex crime cases in California are convicted or accept a plea bargain. Of those, we believe 60 to 65% are actually innocent. One of the reasons for this is that the federal government, through the Mondale Act, provides hundreds of millions of dollars to local district attorneys' offices to set up special prosecution teams to prosecute people accused of sex crimes. But the federal government does not provide one thin dime for the defense. Once you're accused of a sex crime or serious abuse, your reputation in the community, your reputation in your church, mosque, you must understand what you face if you hope to prove your innocence. And that is what we want to give you now, hope It is possible to overcome the prosecution's vast advantage in money, manpower, and training. It is possible to prove your innocence, and it is possible to afford the most aggressive team of specialists to defend you. The Innocence Legal Team was founded for Temple, and not even the fact that you have no criminal record will stop the district attorney from prosecuting you. The foundation of who you are as a person means nothing to the district attorney in deciding whether to criminally charge you. The sole word of a child has more power at this stage than the entire fabric of your life up to this time. It is normal for you to be in a state of denial, considering the seriousness of your situation. Sex crimes are considered almost as serious as murder by the court and are vigorously prosecuted by the district attorney. That is why people who are convicted, rightfully or wrongfully, can receive longer sentences than convicted murderers. There is only one thing worse than being falsely accused of a sex crime, and that is being falsely convicted of a sex crime.